Singapore could reach an endemic COVID-19 state as early as the end of the year. And that's according to experts who say their prediction very much hinges on vaccination rates. As Singapore begins its transition, Sherlyn Sia looks at what the new normal could look like and what the nation needs to do to get there.
A virus that could be freely transmitting among us as we go about our daily lives. It's what COVID-19 will become in the future when it's endemic. But the good news is that it will become something less threatening, like influenza or chickenpox, and we will learn how to live with it. It's a new normal framed by the multi-ministry task force. And while our lives won't go back to the way it was before the pandemic, it's the closest we can get, at least for the next few years.
The point is we're not trying to stop transmission anymore. We're not introducing major inconveniences to stop transmission. We accept it will transmit. We're protected by vaccination.
The key is not to pick up every asymptomatic case. What we're looking for is those who are going to get ill, those who are going to get complications, and we hospitalize them promptly and make sure they're monitored closely.
That means we can meet up with more friends and loved ones. The workplace will be more lively, and events with large crowds can resume. But as for when we'll reach this stage, it all hinges on vaccination rates.
We're not actually waiting for anything else. And we know once the vaccine is implemented, then COVID's a mild disease. The target is everybody, but I think once we get to 80%, that's very close. What month? I'm not sure what that is, but I'd say it's around the end of the year.
Currently, around 40% of the Singapore population has received both doses of an mRNA vaccine. But in the meantime, Singapore remains in a transition phase, and this is where the unvaccinated could see some limitations for now. For example, restrictions in group sizes when it comes to dining out. The MTF has said it's considering varied measures for those inoculated under the national program. When at least half of the population's completed their vaccine regimen, those fully vaccinated could dine in groups of up to 8, while the cap of 5 may remain for those who have not received their shots. As for travel, there may be control measures when borders reopen, similar to what's already in place for some vaccine-preventable diseases.
For example, the yellow fever vaccine is mandatory for people coming into Singapore from countries which are yellow fever endemic.
Testing will remain a key feature in the days ahead, but for different reasons. There may not be a need for massive contact tracing to quickly ring-fence infections. Instead, it will be to ensure activities can go on safely. People can monitor themselves with fast and easy tests, such as self-test kits.
In many other countries, the test kits are sent to their house and they are expected to do it every 1 to 3 days to assure themselves as well as the people in the neighborhood that they are not carrying the virus. I do envision such a day where people might have to do testing before they go out.
And we're already seeing the importance of testing and vaccination as we move towards an endemic future. We're just about a month away now from Singapore's next landmark event, the National Day Parade, returning in person this year to the Marina Bay floating platform just behind me. All performers and spectators have to be fully vaccinated and undergo pre-event or routine testing. And this will set the stage for such large-scale events in the new normal.
In tomorrow's SG Pulse, we look at the retail industry and its plans as Singapore transitions to an endemic COVID-19 state.